He wasn't just Fred Mertz, the real life of William Frawley, he was TV's grumpiest landlord.
Always yelling, always skeptical, always with his hands in his pockets.
But behind the frown, William Frawley lived a life few understood of early fame, long decline, addiction, and quiet dignity.
This is Hollywood Reminders, and today we're retelling the real story of the man who played Fred Mertz not just as comic relief, but as a survivor. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more untold Hollywood stories. Born in 1889 in Burlington, Iowa, William Clement Frawley wasn't a newcomer when he joined ILoveLucy. He was already a Hollywood veteran with over 100 film credits since the silent era. He starred in movies with W.C.
Fields, James Cagney, and Bette Davis.
He was a regular on radio shows, known for his sharp timing and gravelly voice.
By the 1950s, though, work had slowed.
At 62, he was nearly broke living of small roles and no jobs. Then came a call from Desi Arnaz. CBS didn't want him.
They thought he was too old, too gruff, too unreliable. But Desi insisted, he's perfect.
He is Fred Mertz. From day one, Fred Mertz became iconic partly because of a simple habit. He kept his hands buried in his pockets. Fans thought it was part of his grumpy charm. But the truth,
it was a cover-up.
Frawley struggled with alcoholism, and the physical signs were real.
His hands shook from withdrawal.
To hide it, he simply kept them out of sight. No one told the audience.
No script mentioned it. He handled it quietly, privately, professionally.
Desi Arnaz gave him an ultimatum. One slip, one missed day, and you're gone. Frawley never broke that rule. In 6 years, he never showed up drunk. He learned his lines faster than anyone, even at 70.
Off set, Frawley clashed fiercely with Vivian Vance. She resented being married to a man 22 years older. He mocked her method acting style.
He called her a sack of doorknobs. She called him an old poop. Yet on camera,
pure magic. After ILoveLucy, he continued acting in My Three Sons, where he played bachelor grandfather Grandpa Buck, winning new fans with warmth and humor.
He retired in the late 1960s, spending quiet years in North Hollywood. No grand estate,
no memoirs,
just peace.
William Frawley passed away on March 3, 1966, at age 76, just weeks after his final public appearance.
He left no children, no fortune, but a legacy of resilience. So the next time you see Fred Mertz shake his head and say, "Lucy, you've got some splaining to do," remember,
that voice belonged to a man who fought his demons in silence, who worked harder than most to keep his job, and who proved that true professionalism doesn't need applause. He wasn't just playing a role.
He was surviving one. If this moved you, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more stories of legends behind the scenes. Next week, we reveal how Vivian Vance changed the conversation around body image and cancer. Until then, keep reminding the world of the legends. This is Hollywood Reminders, signing off.
She wasn't just Ethel, the real life of Vivian Vance. She was America's favorite sidekick. Loud, loyal, always scheming with Lucy, but behind the laughter, Vivian Vance lived a life few knew about, of Broadway dreams, personal pain, and a role she both loved and resented. This is Hollywood Reminders, and today we're retelling the real story of the woman who played Ethel Mertz, not just as a comic foil, but as a force of her own. Born Vivian Roberta Jones in 1909 in Kansas, Vivian wasn't born for TV. She was born for the stage. By the 1930s, she was a rising Broadway star, praised for her singing, dancing, and comedic timing. She performed in musicals, toured nationally, and built a reputation as a true triple threat. But when television rose in the 1950s, film roles dried up. At 42, she struggled to find work until Lucille Ball called. Lucy wanted someone with real chemistry, strong timing, and the ability to match her energy. She handpicked Vivian, even though CBS executives worried she wasn't funny enough. And just like that, Ethel Mertz was born. ILoveLucy made her a household name, but not without cost. To play Fred's wife, she had to gain weight, something she later regretted. Network execs said she needed to look matronly, so she was styled with frumpy clothes, teased hair, and constant jokes about being plump off screen. She fought back. She hated being called fat on air. Once, after a script mocked her size, she told the writers, "I gained the weight for this show. Don't make me feel ashamed of it." And then there was William Frawley, her on-screen husband, whom she couldn't stand off set. He called her a sack of doorknobs. She called him an old poop. Yet their fights felt real, because, in a way, they were. Despite it all, Vivian stayed professional, never missing a day, never breaking character. After I Love Lucy, she continued working, starring in The Lucy Show and Here's Lucy, proving she wasn't just a one-role wonder, but health issues mounted. In the 1970s, she battled breast cancer, underwent a mastectomy, and went public to help destigmatize the disease, becoming one of the first celebrities to speak openly about it. Even during treatment, she returned to the stage and screen, determined not to be defined by illness. Fans adored her. Colleagues respected her. Lucille Ball once said, "Vivian wasn't just my best friend on set, she was my partner in crime, in every sense." Vivian Vance passed away on August 17, 1979, at age 70, just months after retiring from acting. She left behind a legacy of laughter, courage, and quiet dignity. She wasn't just Ethel. She was a trailblazer who brought depth, heart, and humanity to every scene. And whenever Lucy got into trouble, you knew one person would always show up: messy bun, loud voice, big heart. So the next time you watch her yell, "Lucy, you've done it again," remember, that voice belonged to a woman who overcame doubt, pain, and prejudice, and still made us laugh. If this moved you, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more stories of legends behind the scenes. Next week, we reveal how Lucy invented the TV rerun, without meaning to. Until then, keep reminding the world of the legends. This is Hollywood Reminders, signing off.